The Murrumbidgee Irrigation Area, also known as the MIA, is situated in southwestern New South Wales. The purpose-built irrigation area is a diverse and productive region and contributes over $5 billion annually to the Australian economy. In the MIA, most farmers irrigate, which means they water their crops manually through sources like a channel system, bores, rivers or dams, as opposed to relying on rainfall. This use is heavily monitored and controlled, with all farmers having a set allocation of water. Cotton and irrigated crops are only grown where there is water available in the system. As general security irrigators, farmers who grow cotton receive their water last, after the environment, towns, livestock and permanent plantings. For that reason, irrigation water for agriculture is used on the highest value crops. Farms choose to spend their water entitlements on the crops that deliver the best return per unit of water. Over the years, more MIA growers have moved to growing cotton due to its water efficiency. Cotton uses around 10 megalitres per hectare and gives growers a much greater return than other irrigated alternatives. Australia's cotton is regarded as some of the best in the world, with MIA cotton producing some of the finest samples for both quality and yield. This is attributed to by the advances of technology, breeding programs and our ideal climate. Monsanto varieties have been adapted to suit our diverse region, with Roundup Ready and Bioflex, an enzyme that kills Helianthus grubs, making weed and pest control cost-effective and sustainable.
From 10 years ago, there's been some significant changes to the industry through biotechnology. So the biggest difference is reduction in pesticide use. Cotton had a bad reputation previously for high insecticide use. That's been reduced by roughly 85% with the introduction of Bollgard 2 technology.
The cotton plant requires around 180 to 200 days from planting to full maturity until it's ready for harvest. Cotton is picked once the bolls are open and fully mature.
The soils and the layouts in this region, they do vary a lot compared to other traditional cotton growing regions. We have a big difference in soil from sort of a redder, sandier soil to some really heavy black soil that really holds the water. So what we find, we can use that to our advantage. The redder soil will get better early establishment, so we'll go and plant those first and then into the heavier soil types.
Cotton was once picked by hand or picked by machine and made into a large square module. However, the round bale picker has revolutionised the cotton industry, making harvest more labour efficient. Once the cotton is picked, the modules are delivered to a gin. So what is a cotton gin and why is it so important?
The purpose of a cotton gin is to remove the seed and the trash from what they call the seed cotton, the field cotton. So basically the gin receives the cotton in off the farm, removes the bit of leaf and stick and dirt that's in it, and then removes the seed.
We then put that into a bale, a 227 kilogram bale, which is how the lint is sold on the worldwide basis.
Southern Cotton is one of Australia's leading cotton gins and the first of its kind in the region. The $25 billion gin was built in 2011 by 6 farmer friends who were tired of carting their cotton hundreds of kilometres to be processed. The site became fully operational in less than 12 months, a remarkable feat. The gin went on to set the record for a first-year gin, processing over 166,000 bales. 3 years later, Southern Cotton had processed more than 500,000 bales, and the hectares planted in the MIA doubled to over 36,000 hectares. The gin is fitted out with state-of-the-art technology in quality measurement, cleaning, humidification, processing and data traceability. These ensure both a maximum yield and higher lint quality. It also allows for more cotton to be ginned faster. During the ginning season, which can last up to 5 months, the gin becomes a 24-hour operation. Once the farmer has picked their cotton, it is wrapped in a yellow plastic to allow for easy transportation and protection from the elements. Each round module has an RFID transmitter. This unique 11-digit ID ensures that the module can be traced. As the truck comes onto the gin weighbridge, an antenna scans these numbers and the modules are loaded into the BaleTrack software. Data is sent to the gin with a list of modules and details of the farm, including the field in which it came from, its latitude, longitude, as well as time and date of picking. The modules are then allocated a lane in the yard. The truck is unloaded by one of the moon buggies, an Australian invention worth nearly $500,000.
The cotton gets picked up by the moon buggy and carted into the gin onto the module in feeder, and at that point then there's a cross check with another scanner that just double checks that the right grower's cotton is coming into the gin to be processed. At that point it starts it's in the factory then, the bales, the modules get unwrapped. We use a Stover unwrapper, which is a machine which actually pulls the plastic wrap off the bale and minimises any risk of contamination, plastic contamination in the lint.
High-speed spiked cylinders pluck the cotton from the compacted module. The Posiflow suction control under the feeder head provides a smooth flow of cotton into the first stage of cleaning. Moisture levels are very important to successful ginning. If the cotton is too moist, it forms small lumpy balls called neps. Gas burners provide heat for the drying air as the cotton is blown through the jet dryers. The cotton is dried to a moisture level of 5%.
And from there it goes through tower dryers into our incline cleaners where the trash has started to be separated from the lint. From there it's dropped down into the stick machines and they take out bits of stalk and bits of bulk, claw and that sort of thing that gets included during the harvesting process. It then gets dropped into the second stage cleaning, which is more incline cleaners, and these machines can either be bypassed or go through them depending on how clean or dirty the sample of cotton is.
The seed cotton is blown through the machinery by warm air currents. At this stage, many different sized and shaped cleaners go into action to try and get rid of all the trash, which includes dirt, stalks and leaves.
From there it goes into a feeder conveyor which transports the lint, the seed cotton, to each gin stand, and the gin stand is actually the heart of the gin. It's the bit that actually separates the seed from the lint.
Separating the seed from the lint is completed by a saw gin located inside the gin stand. The saw gin consists of a series of 222 circular saws rotating at high speed. The teeth on the saw blades pull the fibre away from the seeds. High-speed brushes then take the lint off the saw blades and the seed drops them into an auger and into storage. Each cotton module, which weighs around 2.5 tonne, consists of 55% cottonseed, 35 to 40% cotton fibre, while trash and moisture represents the remaining 10% and is made up of mostly leaves and sticks. There are around 4 bales produced from each module. After separation from the seed, there is still some trash remaining in the lint. To remove this trash, the lint goes through another cleaning process which involves blow-dry cleaning through the air-jet cleaner, some more rolling through a lint cleaner, and finally, one more pass through the saw gin. The cleaned lint now travels via the lint flue to the battery condenser, which forms it into a blanket-like layer or bat. Moisture is added back in with steam to bring the bale to 7.5%. The cotton travels down the lint slide to the tramper box. The tramper and ram push the lint into the box until there is 227 kilograms of lint. It then rotates 180 degrees and the tramper starts to make the next bale, and the main ram, which is 10 metres underground, pushes the lint up out of the box in bale form. The bale is then strapped and ejected from the press. 2 samples are taken from every bale and sent to classing houses for classing. The cotton is classed at the lab on colour, leaf, content, strength, micronair, which is its cell wall thickness, and fibre length. Contract prices are adjusted by premiums or discounts depending on the quality. After sampling, the bales are tagged with a unique number, which can be tracked back to the original 11-digit number on the module from the paddock. Growers sell their cotton to merchants, who pay for the ginning and sell the cotton into the export market. It is then stored in the warehouse before being loaded onto trucks for export destinations like China and Japan. What many people don't realise is that over 95% of our cotton is sent overseas to be turned into fabric. Over 75% of it is sent to China, our biggest market. In an average year, Australian cotton growers produce enough cotton to clothe 500 million people. On top of that, our growers are recognised as some of the most efficient and sustainable in the world. And it's thanks to gins like Southern Cotton that the industry continues to grow and strengthen.